Hello and welcome to yet another episode of Great Games. On today's episode, I will be talking about video game franchises that I think deserve to make a return into our wonderful video game market today. I think they do really well. They're all really good games, or dare I say, great games. So let's take a look. Now, forewarning, some of these games, actually one of these games, technically only has one release. Like, there's no sequels or anything, but I still wanted to talk about it because it was amazing and a lot of fun to me. Now, the first video game franchise I think deserves to make a comeback is the Shinobi series. As you can see, I'm a huge Shinobi fan. I want to see them make another one because I absolutely love this series so much. It was just a lot of fun. I'm just showing off now. The last game was released in 2011 for the 3DS, the Shinobi 3D. I think on about launch of the 3DS. And I just feel like, you know, that game wasn't great. In fact, I don't even own it. That's one of the few Shinobi games I don't own. And, you know, it started in 1987, I believe, with the arcade. And I think the Master System game came out the next year. And then, of course, everyone's favorite, The Revenge of Shinobi, is fantastic. There's also Shadow Dancer, Secret of Shinobi, which you control a dog, which is super fun, actually. I actually like this one quite a bit. I picked it up recently. But my favorite one is definitely Shinobi 3, Return of the Ninja Master, just because this is the one I grew up with. This is the one I had as a kid, and the graphics in this are still super awesome. I did this in my favorite Genesis games video. I absolutely love this game still. I still play it to this day. The music, everything. I got the 3DS version on the 3DS eShop where it's 3D and it looks so good. So good. The monsters in here are huge and they just look super awesome and they're super badass. This is a badass game. Now, one of the games in the series that is kind of weird would be the Shinobi Legions. Technically this is called Shin Shibuden. I'm not Japanese, but let's just call it Shin Shinobi Dead. This is the Japanese version, but it's like the same thing. Because Shinobi Legions is kind of expensive. But they used like digital actors in this, like I'm going to show you in the clip, to do Shinobi's stuff. And there's terrible cutscenes in this too. But still a lot of fun. I still had fun with it. It's definitely not as good as the Genesis games, but still pretty awesome. And the last Shinobi game I own is the Shinobi game for the PS2. It's very tough. Very, very tough. Once you do it all at the same time, there's a giant ant on my ground right there. Holy shit, that thing's huge. Oh, it's carrying a dead ant. That's cute. So what's cool about this game is that you can you chain together these combos, and then at the same time you could your enemies just fall apart after your sword. That's great. Like, they just fall apart. Body parts everywhere. It's awesome. So I just think it would do really well on today's console market. The graphics would be awesome, like a 3D platformer. I think if Platinum Games does it, it would be super awesome. And they have a great relationship with Sega right now too, with the Bayonetta series and stuff. So I think they would do fantastic with it. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Speaking of Platinum Games and Sega, Mad World. This is one of Platinum Games' first releases. It is so cool. This is such a dumb, stupid game, but I freaking love it. It's black and white world. The only color you see is red. Blood red, actually. The red from the blood of your enemies that you kill. You're Jack, I guess. Some guy named Jack. He's very mad, and he's in a world. He has a chainsaw in his arm, which is awesome. And he's pretty much on a game show. And the more points you get, it's like an arcade-style game where the more tactics you use, the bloodiest moves you use, the more points you get, and that unlocks stuff, I guess, or that just gets the better score and stuff. You could throw people into trains, throw them in trash bins, throw them into spikes. There's so many things you could do. I think you throw them in a dartboard too. You can throw bodies into a dartboard. This game is absolutely the name is very correct here. It is incredibly mad. This game is insanely crazy. So if you've never played this game is ridiculously cheap for the Wii, and it's so much fun. So I recommend this game to literally anyone, as long as you're not offended by gore and like mature humor and things like that. So definitely try this game out, especially if you're a Platinum Games fan like I am. I'm a huge Platinum Games fan. I love all their stuff, really. Pretty much all their stuff. It's great. So, boom. Try that game out. I think it deserves a sequel. It'd do great. HD graphics, still black and white style with the red. I think it would kill. I think this would be an instant seller, instant hit on any console, really. So, check that game out, too. If you haven't played this, play it. If you have played it, let me know what you guys think. Another game series I feel like deserves a comeback is Beautiful Joe by Capcom and Clover Studios. By the way, since we just talked about Platinum, some people from Clover Studios went to Platinum Games, and the founders of Platinum Games were Clover people, so that's pretty awesome. But if you've never played these games, I think they're out for PS2 as well. I have the GameCube ones because, I mean, this is the one I had as a kid for like $2, which is awesome. Highly stylish games, really cool. It's like a 2D, 3D action style. You manipulate time, and if things go slower, you can hit missiles up, you can hit enemies far. The strategy is all within the VFX powers to slow, zoom, and Mach speed. You do all these crazy things. It's comic book style actions, like so corny and cheesy that it's awesome. It is just awesome. Like, that's all there is to it. The graphics are they're cell shaded, so they hold up really well today. I mean, these aren't old games by any means. Like, the first one came out in 2003, which really isn't that long ago. I guess it kind of is now, shit. But yeah, I think these games definitely deserve a new sequel. I think Capcom's going the more nostalgic route right now, which is pretty awesome because they released the Mega Man Legacy Collection. They did the Saturday morning Disney stuff just now too. They're releasing the Street Fighter 2 edition for the Switch. Probably some other stuff too. Plus Resident Evil 7 was great. So Capcom's really on the roll here. And I think to try something new, like these games or even Okami, a sequel to Okami would be huge. Like, that game's beautiful too, made by Clover Studios as well. But I feel like these games definitely deserve another game in the series just because how fun they are. Now, there's some games I haven't played yet. There's this like fighting game I haven't played. I think there's also a DS game that I haven't played yet either. But I can just imagine how great these would look in HD. Or an HD collection, guys. Capcom, yo, HD collection of these? Oh, you'd have my money like that. Now, this is on most people. This next game series is on like a lot of people's lists for games that need to come back or need sequels of or whatever. Timesplitters. Oh, God. These games were the GoldenEye sequel or Perfect Dark sequel we never got for the N64. Made by Free Radical, published by Eidos. These games are just super awesome, super stylish, kind of funny. Tons of characters. I think there's 55 characters in the first one for the PlayStation 2 in multiplayer. And it's just, man, they need to make another one of these like you wouldn't believe. I also have Future Perfect somewhere. I can't find it though, so that's why I have these two. But yeah, these are just super fun games. I honestly don't even know the story. Your Timesplitters, you go through time, you go through different settings, and it's just super fun. The settings are all awesome. The weapons are insane. It's just a crazy, crazy fun game, and the multiplayer is awesome. There's also these challenge modes where you have to do something in a lot of time for like a record. Like, and I remember in Timesplitters 2, there's like the church level. You have to break the glass to get the certain time to get the prize, and it's just a lot of fun. And I just remember playing 4-player multiplayer in these, and they were so much fun. I think I was a monkey or a chicken at one point in this game. My character, which I thought was hilarious. So definitely, if you guys have never played these either, these are pretty cheap. I think Future Perfect goes for a little more, but this one, I bought this for $5 a few days ago. Can't beat that. Timesplitters 2 was like $15 maybe. But yeah, definitely try these games out. I think they would do well in today's online market. For online, Timesplitters is just like to me right now. These games are so much fun. So if you've never played these games, definitely check them out. I'm gonna put some clips down below. You should have watched the clips. If you guys have never played these games, definitely try them out. I highly recommend them. I can't recommend them enough. Probably the best first-person shooter of that generation besides Halo. And I like these better than Halo, personally, but I can't deny how awesome Halo was. They were awesome. But yeah, that's just my opinion. And my last game that I feel like deserves a comeback, this one technically only had one game, just like Mad World, except this one actually had two versions. There was one on Game Gear, but I don't have that one. But I do have the Genesis one. And I believe I did a review of this as well, but or I did something with this game, but this was released really late in the Genesis life cycle. I think it was 1995 or 94, something like that. It was late. It was very late. But, I mean, it shows how awesome the Genesis could be. The colors in this game are fantastic. This game is just so much fun. Rystar, Restar, whatever, is just a fun character. I think if they, you know, did more with him, he could have been a hit. I think I saw him recently in Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed. He was, I think, the flag guy, which is pretty awesome. So he did make an appearance recently in a game. He just didn't have his own game. Now, I think he deserves his own game. I don't... Will I know how well he does? I don't know. But with platformers kind of coming back, with, like, Ukulele being out, even though it's not scored so well, I still like it a lot. I think a 2D platformer or remaster of Restar, I call it Rystar, would do great. Or a 3D version on the 3DS. Something, man. Rystar's fantastic. If you guys have never played Rystar, I think it's on the Sonic's Genesis collection for the PS3 and the Xbox 360, so definitely go try that game out. And let me know what you think. Thank you guys so much for watching this video about my games I feel like need to make a return. What do you guys think? Which game in my list shouldn't deserve a return or does deserve a return? Or what games would you think deserve a return? I want to know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching. I have a lot of fun doing these videos. If you guys want to subscribe, I'm going to put up a thing right there somewhere. And if you guys want to check out one of my other videos, I'm going to put a thing right there so you can click on it too. Okay? Thank you so much, guys, and have a great day.